So if you want a microfarm at your house, this is one of our solutions for a microfarm. This is an aquaponics system, right? We have fish, and so the fish create waste. That waste gets pushed into a rain barrel here, and within the rain barrel we have what they call bio balls in here. These bio balls have beneficial bacteria. That beneficial bacteria is pushed in to the plants. This is a circular system. So the fish create waste, the plants and the bacteria actually clean the water, and we send clean water back to the fish. This is an example of an aquaponics system, right? So we have tomatoes in here, we have some spinach in here, we have watercress and a number of different plants inside this system. And again, the idea is that there's a symbiotic relationship between the plants and the fish. If the plants don't clean enough water for the fish get affected. If the fish don't create enough waste, the plants get affected. So it's a symbiotic relationship between the two in this micro farm situation. Okay, so next thing we have is a worm composter. I throw a number of different items in here. We have worms in these particular shelves. And if you look, there are holes here, right, for the worms to go in and out of the shelves. All right, so that's the top shelf. Here's the bottom shelf. Generally, in the bottom shelf, we get the dirt built up here from the worm extracts, and then the liquid extracts are in the bottom. Right, this thing's kind of full right now, as you can see. There's liquid in here. Right, so this is the worm, what they call worm tea. And then what I do is I would open up this valve, and it goes out to a pipe, and I let that run, and then I water the plants with that. Now, that's really concentrated, so I would dilute that with some water generally on the mix out of there, and so that provides a natural fertilizer from our garden, just from regular waste or compost from vegetable peels and things like that from inside the house. Okay, so this is a composting sink, just a basic composter. Added some water in here, and we're gonna mash up just regular eggshells, banana peels, just regular vegetable stuff in the house. I'll push those down the sink. They'll get chopped up into small pieces. So instead of you sending these to the landfills, you can make fertilizer in your own yard. And what you end up with is, and on the bottom is a 5-gallon bucket of the chopped up waste from there. And within 3 days, that turns all the waste you put here into soil, right? And so the idea is to kind of keep building the soil up as you go, right? So this is an example of a drip to drain system. We have a controller over here on the side, and that controller has a pump in it, and it has an aerator for the water that's in this rain barrel. What happens is that we push nutrients from this barrel over in here, and this is strictly hydroponics. Now, this is a faulty system. As you see, we're going to replace this with some 4-inch PVC. But you have some thyme up here. There was okra growing up here. There were strawberries growing here. And you see some strawberries here on the second level also. Right? And again, thyme here. You have cabbage. You have basil. 2 times a sweet basil. As you go to the bottom shelf, you have celery that's growing here, and right back here, my gem is a pineapple. Now, pineapples usually skip 1 year. This pineapple, I took the core head of a pineapple that I bought from the store, and I put it in here, and with the nutrients that were being fed in here, this actually sprouted within 1 year. Right, so again, with the proper nutrients, you can kind of change the regular production of a plant. Now, again, everything we do is organic. and so the organic fertilizers are being fed into the bucket. They feed from the top and they drain down through the bottom. So there are a number of microfarm situations. You have aquaponics, where you can have fish in a really small area that feed up into a plant bed. You have hydroponic situations where you have where you actually add nutrients, and those nutrients will feed into a plant bed or up and down into a plant bed, however you set that up. And you have just regular situations where you have, if you have soil, you can do plants in pots, you can do just planters. It just depends on what your situation is. But the big thing is the composters will help you build the soil, build the compost, build the fertilizers, and you don't waste things sending those things to the landfill that you can actually incorporate into your garden. So again, I don't want to quote our professor on the last visit we had to Rosebud, but I'll say, don't throw away your SHI. You know what? Compost those things and put those things in your garden. Those will make your plants grow a lot better, and you'll save some money while you're doing it.